Good morning. Yes, we've got some sound. Okay, so today we're just on a bit of a quick trip to Brisbane. When I say quick, it's just won't be staying long when I get there. Just to the coffee and chat. I'm normally first there, last to leave. Today I might be first there and probably middle of the road to leave. I want to get away and get back before it gets stinking hot. And I've got another ride tomorrow, so you don't want to be mucking around too much. But the important one today, we've finally got all our polo shirts together for our group, and that will mean that we'll have a nice logoed polo, hopefully by the end of March, so by the end of this month, because we're 2nd of March, and that will allow us to look like we belong to somebody rather than being little orphans when we get somewhere, because everyone was going, oh, we should get a shirt, we should get a shirt. No one was putting their hand up, so Muggins here said, well, I'll put my hand up. Yeah. Sometimes got to wonder whether I'm stupid. No, just like helping people out, that's the only thing. Got a bit of new gear on board today too. We've got some new Oxford gloves, some supposedly summer gloves, and they're for hot and humid conditions. And strange enough, Oxford, which is a UK brand, they're called Brisbane, and I am heading to Brisbane. And let me tell you, Brisbane, for those who don't live in Brisbane or in southeast Queensland or have never been here before, is a hot, humid place. So my new Brisbane gloves, trying those out today. Got my brown dry rider shoes or low cut boots on today because it's going to be a hot one. So I've got those on, so that'll be a bit of a change. What else we got? Oh, we've got the Harman Kardon speakers in the helmet for the Senna. I had to get a new Senna unit for my second helmet, so I've got the good one on today because I know it's really cool, so I'll wear it today in this stinking hot weather. And I put the old speakers, which are pretty good, put those in there, and I've got the new Harman Kardon ones in this one, and they sound pretty damn good. They've got really good bass on them, so let's see how they go as we get along the highway, because it's on the freeway where you really want that that sound to keep you awake. Basically, you listen to a bit of music to keep you awake. So yeah, we've got that. What else new we got? Oh, I've got a new little bit in the back, a little in the top box or rear case. I've got an organiser, so I can keep my batteries and leads up out of the way, and anything else I want to put into the little storage pouch there. It's only a small one compared to the one on the older RTs. I like the one on the older RTs because it wraps around. It's a ripper, the old RT ones, but it had more screws on the side to hold it. Whereas this one's only got 2 screws, so they've only made a small one from Show Chrome. And I got that from Martin Bell down on the Gold Coast. I'll put Martin's details down below, so for those in Australia and New Zealand, of course, they can order through Martin. Martin is a fantastic guy. He's just such a lovely guy, old school in the way he does business. You know, give him a call if you can't see it on his website, and he'll see if he can get it for you. He can't guarantee it, but he'll give it a crack. And yeah, he's just a really nice guy. You know, there's no hassles. You know that if you order it, you think, oh, have I got it coming? Next minute, bang, it's on your doorstep. Yeah, he's old school but good school. All right, well we're off and racing on the freeway. We'll see you when we get along the way and have a bit of a chat. But yeah, today is Cruise to Brisbane Day. What a hoot. Well, I'm listening to my music and I'm thinking, gee, that's different. That's not my usual playlist. So I can't remember putting that on there, and Next minute, up pops a bit of Gracie Abrams. For those who don't know who Gracie Abrams is, she's Taylor Swift's bestie, or better known to me anyway as J.J. Abrams, the writer-director from Star Wars. It's his daughter, so she's a very talented musician and singer. And my youngest daughter, who is, what's close, 16, she is a massive Gracie fan, and I think what I've got there is I've got the young girls playlist, and I went, yes. I gave her a lift home from work on Thursday afternoon or Thursday evening, and she had her music on. And yesterday I was listening to the cricket, Australia v New Zealand, and wasn't listening to any music, so that would be why I have Gracie Abrams playing through my ears. Good thing is I'm only going to get 40 minutes of it. It's not bad music, it's just yeah, it's not riding motorcycle music, you know what I mean. It's pretty mellow. Yeah, I'll get to the service station down the road where I've got to put some fuel in, which I've been told has gone up 50 cents a litre, so this could be a bit of a rude shock. Price gouging at its best coming up, so yeah, I'll change the music when I get there. It's a bit hazy this morning, probably because it's going to be a very hot one. I'm expecting 35 in Toowoomba today. Might not quite make that, but I reckon it'll be pretty hot and humid. And same again tomorrow, but with some storms expected tomorrow. So that'll be a couple of hot days. I'm off for a ride tomorrow. Going to be doing Marmar Creek nice and early, taking off at similar time. So, you know, it's not quite 7:30 now, and meeting up tomorrow morning with someone at 7:30 and taking them for a ride down through Marmar so that they know which way to go down there. So that'll be a nice ride. But yeah, today hot and humid. So I've got all the summer gear on today. But still at GAT, you know, even though I've got shorter boots on, they're motorcycle style boots, and they've got armour, and they're quite, you know, solid through the foot. I've got Can-Am jeans on, albeit that left one's got a bit of a tear in it from where I got hitched with something in the shed when I got home one day. But it's got wind coming through it, which is good. Then I spare a bit cooler. Then we're a good summer jean and a good moto dry jacket, which has got plenty of venting in it. I did have a summer jacket once, and it was all black, and yes, it had lots of mesh in it, but it was the hottest thing I think I've ever worn, because it was all black. It was it was terrible. It was just like wearing hot plastic, you know. It was just melting you. So I've got all the cool gear on today, but still at GAT, which is all the gear all the time. So I try and stick to that principle if I can. I got taught that fairly early from a mate that he said, yeah, there's nothing worse than sliding down the pavement and you're thinking, gee, I should have worn decent gear. Clear sky at the moment, but yeah, storms expected tomorrow. Just beautiful in southeast Queensland at the moment. We've had a truckload of rain, so just beautiful. Bit hot, but green. That's the thing about Queensland summer, you get plenty of rain. That's our wet season in Queensland, is summer, because we're sort of subtropical and not tropical here in southeast Queensland. Up north's tropical, but yeah, down south here we're subtropical. For our American friends, yeah, our states are much bigger than what you get in America. We've got 50-something states where we've got 6, I think it is 6 and 2 territories. So 8 probably if you count the 2 federal territories as as a state. So you've got 8 states, and 2 of those, being Tasmania and ACT, Australian Capital Territory, are fairly small. Anyway, there it is. That's the view out across the Lockyer Valley where I'm going through. On my way to Brisbane. It gets hot in there, so I would expect, what are we now? We're 24 degrees, which is quite pleasant. I would expect that on the way back this afternoon, just around lunchtime, it will be probably 36 degrees C in there, and just yuck. The sun will be beaming on you, there'll be no shade, and off the hot road, whilst it'll be 36 degrees, it'll probably feel more like about 40. Alright, well, off we go, and we might see you down around the service station. If not, catch you down at Brisbane. Right, so I'm cruising along here. I don't know if you can see down there on that there, we've got 317 Ks down and 84, I think it is, to go on the counter. So I think I might get a little orange light on soon, but luckily I'm only about 20 Ks from the service station. So yeah, I don't normally let it get that low, but yeah, I didn't fill it up after last weekend where we had a big ride on the Saturday. So yeah, not bad. That's a good 350 kilometres out of a tank, where we did a lot of sort of stop start and cornering stuff on the trip. It wasn't just highway cruising, so I was pretty happy with that sort of economy. And I think that was 95 RON. Not sure what that is in other standards around the world, but yeah, it's Australian 95 octane fuel. We have 91, 95 and 98. And of course that dreaded stuff that we don't use. But I don't know anyone that uses it. I don't know how they sell any of it, but anyway. But yeah, most of us use unleaded. I use it in my cars and stuff. Speaking of cars, that car's going past, and the lady in the front seat was telling the husband, you should get one of those. You should, mate, you should get one of those. Can-Am Spyders, awesome things. But yeah, it's reasonable fuel economy, so pretty happy with that. That big orange thing called the sun up there is just beaming in my eyes. I've got the internal shade down, and I got my new sunglasses this week. When I got my sunglasses a couple of weeks ago, new ones from the optometrist, because they've got a prescription in the glass, and they came back, and the girl goes, "Oh, here's your clears," and I went, gee, I really need to take more notice when I get my glasses. I'm sure that my glasses didn't have a black frame on them. And I put them on, and she's grabbing out the other ones thinking that they're my sunglasses, and all of a sudden I realised, no, the ones you're pulling out of my clears, the sunglass ones have got a very, very, very light brown tint on them, which was good for last Saturday when I went riding, because it was an overcast day and raining. But yeah, if I had them on today, I would have been squinting the whole way down, whereas these new ones, which are a brown tint. So for those looking at getting glasses for driving or riding, brown tint is the best, and definitely not for riding with a helmet on, or at least a full face, or one at least with a shield in front of it. You don't want polarised, because all you end up with is this oily film in front of you. Good thing is my optometrist is also a motorcyclist. Well, my former optometrist, he told me that was the last time he'd see me, because he'd been bought out, both his business, and he was also part of a multi-business conglomerate, and they all got bought out by bigger organisations. So he said, I'm retiring to the coast. Good on him, ripping bloke. So yeah, he's got to find a new optometrist, and I don't like that, because he was very good. But, yeah, you've got to be able to see. got to see clearly on the road. Trying to figure out, I think I might have a wheel that's lost a weight, or it might just be a little bit out of balance. Just a slight vibration in the front. So I'm not sure if it's a weight which has gone, or whether I need a wheel alignment, or both. But yeah, I'll get that done. Get that done before I start tripping around, because there'll be nothing worse than, because a few of the trips that I'm doing this year have got long stretches of highway. I mean, nothing's worse than sitting on long stretches of boring road and your hands are just vibrating the whole time. Not good for the bike, but not good for you either. Anyway, we're getting closer to these service stations. I'm not going to go to the first one, which is the BP. It's telling me now I've got 77 kilometres to go, and I think the light comes on at 50. So I'm going to go to the one further down, which is about 5 kilometres past the BP, and that will be the Ampol. And I'll use that one because they've got an app, so I don't have to go racing inside. I can just fill up and keep going, because it's not a long ride today. But yeah, this is about just shy of halfway, so it works out nice just to quickly fill up and keep going. It's beautiful down here in the lock here at the moment. I reckon that the river will have, yeah, it's got water in it. A couple of years ago, that was as dry as a bone when we were in drought, but it's got water in it now, so yeah, we've had plenty of water. There's old mate going out in his boat. Yeah. He said, I've had enough farming for the week and going fishing. Good on you, champion. They work hard, the farmers, so why wouldn't you have a bit of relaxation? We all deserve a bit of that. And you've got to do it, or you'll go nutty, or nuttier, one of the two. In my case, it's probably nuttier. All right, we'll see you down the road. It's a beautiful morning. It's 27 now, so rose 3 degrees from only in the last 5 minutes, and I'm down that locker area. It's going to be hot here this afternoon. A fuel light for a very brief moment there. Oh, there it is. There's my fuel light. It's on now. So fuel light on at 67, so it must come on at 70 kilometres. So I need to fill up. I think that's the first time I've seen that on this machine, the fuel light. On my previous F3, I was talking about this with someone this week, I had a fuel light on for a very long time. I did 50 kilometres with a fuel light on, and I put 26.02 litres in it. And I think a 26 litre tank, although someone told me 27. So I reckon it was on fumes going into the servo. That was the previous blue one. I'd come back from a day, getting it serviced one day, and went to stop at this little town on the way to get some fuel, and they were closed. And I went, oh, I probably should have stopped at the town before. So yeah, I've learnt my lesson from that one. Hopefully on this one I can learn the same lesson, because whilst I fill up at this Ampol, if I don't get fuel here, there's more down the road, not very far. So not so bad when you're on the freeways. There's lots of fuel stations, but when you're out in the middle of the bundies, fill up every time you stop if you can. That's my tip of the day. Fill up. If you stop, fill up. You never know what's down the road, or not down the road, more to the point. Anyway, well, we're just coming down into the fuel stop, so I'll get some fuel. Hopefully it doesn't break the bank. I've got no idea what the cost's going to be a litre. I might leave the camera on because we're nearly there to see what the price per litre is. It should be, what did I pay the other day? I paid $1.97 earlier in the week in the car. So we'll see what we're going to pay for the Spyder today. I'm not getting the good expensive stuff today, Big Red. Getting the good stuff. What's our price today? The price of the day is, oh no, it's not too bad. $1.89, so we're still cheap. So might find people are filling up today because they'll find that their the price will go up tomorrow, because I heard that on the news last night and I went, oh yeah, very good, typical, going to get fuel and it's going to be dear as poison. But no, not too bad. What have we got for 98? $2.16. Yeah, I've paid $2.30 before, so yeah, we're doing all right. All right, see you at the end of fuel. Alrighty, so we've fueled up for a total there of $43 for 20 litres. But one thing I have discovered fueling up is that yeah, my next job I got to do on the Spyder is to replace the seat, little gas strut that's there, oil and gas strut, because it's not holding the seat up anymore, so it's going. So wait till I get a bit of cool weather, because I'm not going up into the shed in this filth. Yeah, it's a bit of gardening going on here today. They're trimming the place and making it look good. But, yeah, we're all fueled up. Got some water on board. Filled up my water bottle because I like to drink water on the way, because it's going to be a hot one. Yeah, he's going to Bunnings at the church. Most people call that church, Bunnings. Most blokes. They go there every Sunday. It's a Australian version of Harbour Freight, and yeah, do it yourself. It's a nice way of saying, yeah, do something that you'll probably have to do twice. Anyway, we're off and racing again. Great thing is that you have to reset all your cruise controls and things. Oh, just a bit of air through for a moment. It's nice. See, when you sit still today, she's a hot one. It's 30 degrees now, so it's climbing that temperature. Down goes the inside shield. That's nice. So I've got the windshield down at the moment, so copping a little bit of a buffeting, but not much. It's amazing. You've got that shield down. Why couldn't they get that right on the F3? Seriously. You could have a smaller shield on the F3 so you could see over the top of it and your head wouldn't get pummeled to death. But you put that Blue Ridge screen on the F3 down, or in there, just install an F3 with a Blue Ridge screen, and it beats your head to death. How can you, come on BRP, you got to get that one right. Hopefully you've improved that, because my other one was a 2017, so hopefully you've improved that wind buffeting on the F3, because it was it was terrible. And I put a bigger screen on that, but still you'd like to have a smaller screen so you could look over the top of it, particularly in the wet. Yeah, it used to beat the living daylights out of your head. But this one, put the screen down, you're looking well over the top of it and no buffeting. Something going on there. Should fix that one up, BRP. We can do better. A bit of R&D. I love the F3. I'll tell you, if I had a bigger shed, I'd still have two Spyders. I'd have the blue F3, which was just awesome, and I'd have the big red for touring on. So it's days like today, I would have taken the F3. Just quick trips, and days like tomorrow, where it's a smaller day, but on a twisty turny road, would have been ideal on the F3. Anyway, we haven't got a bigger shed, so we enjoy Big Red for both things. Albeit that Big Red is a very good tourer, but not great at the twisty. It's okay, you get enough fun out of it, but it's not woohoo. But anyway, off and racing. We'll see you when we get closer to Bris Vegas. We'll see how many bikes there are. There'll be lots of bikes today because it's a fine day. When you get to winter, it gets a bit cold for the two-wheelers because they haven't got as much protection and don't have the heated grips like we've got on the on Big Red here. The two-wheelers tend to be a little gun shy when it gets a bit cool, but Brisbane's winter is, like most places, summer. So I think they're a bit soft, just quietly. Anyway, up and racing, and we'll get down the road a bit further. Gosh, I didn't realise how far right that turned, because that's from going to that road over there to the right. I just thought that was a fairly straight bit of road. So they've cleared some trees and you can see right through there now. Yeah, brilliant. I forgot to mention before that, yes, I did change my music while I was at the survey. Looks like there's plenty of them out today. But I did change my music. As soon as I took off, there was a bit of Billy Joel playing, which was as nice as Gracie Abrams is. Billy Joel's more my style. So that was very good. So we've got the music going, the tunes. The new Harman Kardon speakers are very good, actually. Quite surprised. But the other ones were good, but these are very good, exceptional. Yes. Cruising down, we're almost at Ipswich. So we're a good hour into the trip. What are we now? Yeah, by the time I stopped, so we're an hour and a tad to here, which is about usual. So getting through into the traffic now. So being it's a sunny Saturday morning and we're well into the school year, so kiddies sports are underway. It'll be a little bit busy when I get down a bit further down the road. Yes. A bit of Jimmy Barnes, classic Aussie rock through the music. I wish I could play that for you, but yeah, we can't. But I'll just turn Jimmy down a bit because he's notoriously loud. Plenty of motorcycles out on the road today. It's good. It's everyone's taking advantage of the nice fine weather. Going for a cruise. So it's good, including myself. Take advantage of a bit of fine weather. That's nice, a bit of air through. We're doing 80 kilometres an hour, or 50 miles an hour for our American friends. We've now hit the main Ipswich motorway, so let the crazy begin. It is a bit crazy along here. We've got 3 lanes of lunatics rather than just 2. So let it all happen. Riding along and I'm thinking, oh, it's gosh damn hot today. It's going to be as sticky as anything on the way home. And I sort of drifted to thinking about, well, in 8 weeks' time, I'll be on a trip down to northern New South Wales, where we're going to visit some of the areas of the New England area, they call it, and I ride one of the 10 best motorcycle roads in the world, being the Oxley Highway. And I was thinking, oh, I'll get up to Walker, it's going to be cold. You know, these gloves that I've got today, they'll be not getting a workout on that Saturday when we head up the Oxley up to Walker. And then I thought, I can't get my head around that. It has been stinking hot this summer and really humid and lots of rain. Lots of days where we've had just rain, not storms, but just rain because it's been so humid. And it's hard to get my head around that it could be 0 degrees. It could be freezing up there. So at the end of April. So it's yeah, just hard to get your head around how much the weather changes and how quick it will change. Hopefully we get a nice cool time up there. So I thought you would come and then champ. hopefully, yeah, get some nice cool weather up there to enjoy, because that's what we're going for. Some nice cool weather and some autumnal leaves, or autumn leaves. And it's a lovely little church that we're going to visit at Goswick, or Goswick, whichever way you want to pronounce it, which will hopefully have all the leaves falling on it, so that'll be really nice, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, whilst we're into autumn, 2 days into autumn, it's very, 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 very hot still. So my GPS told me there's a broken down vehicle on M2 in, how many kilometres is that? Just get that up, 16 kilometres, no delay, that's okay. So I'll need to keep an eye out for that as I get along. I like my GPS, I really do. It's a Garmin XT, not the XT2, but the XT. I've had the Garmin XT almost since day dot when they came out. And when they did come out, I grabbed one because they were nice and bright, but they're a nice device. They do a good job. The only issues I've had is sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes after I've done an update and I connect my phone up to it when I go for a ride, it just goes black. But I just find if I disconnect the phone from it for a little while and then reconnect it, it's okay. So it must be something in the update that it doesn't like reconnecting to the phone. But apart from that, it's really good. It's saved me a few times where I've been coming down here and it's told me go around the other way because it's traffic and things broken down. It's not too bad. So that's the Garmin XT. Nice and bright. Alright, so we're leaving Ipswich Motorway and we're hitting the Logan Motorway. Before it hits 80, you zip up the inside of, oh mate, no, you're not coming, that's good. I was dead set worried about that guy coming left and kept him coming, because some people just don't look. And we all do that at times, but yeah, some people do it more often than not. Oh, shade. Lap that up. Woohoo! Oh, that's it. It's the last of the shade. Anyway, that was my shade. Let's keep going, and some big industrial places popping up everywhere, isn't there? Keep going down. We've probably got another, what we got left, about 20 minutes. What have we got? 35, yeah, 22 minutes until I get to where I'm going to. Yippee, can't wait. Well, there we go, the blinking signs say 60k an hour, which is also telling me on my GPS until the last little bit popped up that, yeah, you need to turn off soon. There's my broken down vehicle that the GPS was telling me. So it's right hand lane. What they do is they put up this big thing on the truck so that the people in front can work, so that thing at the back protects them. And yeah, it's a broken down four-wheel drive. Yeah, so he's not going anywhere. So yeah, I like that with the GPS. It tells you, hey, there's a broken down vehicle. You're not going to slow down, but there's a broken down vehicle. Back to 100 now, so we're into it. Woohoo! Distracted me for what road we're actually on here. We're exit 9 off the Logan motorway. You should have been in the left-hand lane, buddy, but don't do it now. Yeah, you can get across into the right, let the traffic come in on you. There you go. What's she doing? As little as possible. Just beautiful, beautiful day. Nice and sunny. Hot but sunny. as motorways go, this one's not too bad. Generally on a Saturday when I come down here, it cruises pretty well, so it's a bit weird on the way back because everyone's awake and going hard around lunchtime. But coming down early, it's not so bad. Get the occasional nutcase, but most of it's pretty damn good. And for the first time in ages, because I'm now heading in a northerly direction rather than easterly, the sun is only shining to the side of my face rather than directly in my face, so that's a change. Well, my little watch got a little hot there, it stopped working on me, so my controls, so I've had to turn the camera on manually. God forbid I've got to do it manually myself. Yeah, so that was the Sunshine Coast motorway, sorry, Gateway motorway that we just jumped off of. And now into suburbia, heading through. It's a little bit rough, this area. It's the Logan area. And sort of lower Springwood / Kingston sort of the area, and it's a bit of a lower socio-economic and a bit of industrial stuff. But yeah, we're almost there, so we'll get to enjoy the thing. It's the speed camera from the way back, remember it's there. So yeah, Doug, that's the biggest problem with them. Well, it looks like it is chock-a-block here today. I'm going to go up on the footpath as I normally do. Yeah, no parks in, so we'll footpath it. We'll have all the spiders up on the footpath again. I'll put a for sale sign on it. That way I don't get booked. What's tempting? Yep. We're going round. Beauty. Woohoo! Chuck a Yui. Alright, well we are here. Where is here? Here is Springwood Suzuki, better known as Motorcycles Are Us. So we're people are going to look at this and go, what the hell? So we're going to go up on the footpath because there are no parks in there. Look at the shade here. Hopefully these two wheelers are gone by the time I go. I can just pop off the gutter. Yep, I can just... Some of the old bikes and some of the new ones here at Motorcycles Are Us. So the big one that we talked about today was hydration and keeping yourself hydrated on the road. And yeah, a few of us have said, oh yeah, we use one of the electrolyte type of substances, whether they be Powerade, Gatorade or Endura or whatever your brand favourite is. But everyone said, yeah, water and a bit of that stuff as well. So especially on days like today where we're 36 degrees and punching through the roof with the humidity, hydration is important. So whether that be drink every stop, or as I do, drink as you're going along, or as some of the other guys have done, they've put a camel pack on. But whatever your method is of staying hydrated, yeah, drink.